helping veterans amidst the turmoil in Afghanistan and the Taliban takeover. U.S. service members, vets, and others who served in Afghanistan may have a difficult time dealing with what's happening. The Department of Veterans Affairs wants you to know that you're not alone, and there are resources available if you need help. Joining me on the morning show is Katie Eicher with the VA. Good morning.
Good morning.
A lot of those who serve may be watching the events unfolding and internalizing what's going on. What are some signs for those of us who are close to them that it's a problem that we need to help them reconcile?
So this is a rapidly changing situation, and there may be an array of feelings that our veterans are experiencing. But I think for family members, friends, and loved ones of our United States veterans is that if you want to look for changes in behavior, some of those may be increasing drug or alcohol abuse, maybe feeling confused or frustrated with the situation, maybe withdrawing from activities, isolating from family or friends, giving away possessions, things like that, isolating, again, aggression or fatigue.
You know, historically, we realize that we try and talk with them, but a lot of the vets really don't want to talk about the situations.
Right.
What if they don't want to?
So I think that we have to validate their experience and what they're going through and make room for them to be able to talk. If they're not able to talk initially, we want to create an atmosphere that they know that they can come and they can feel comfortable and talk about the situation, whether it's with a family member, but give them resources like the Veterans Crisis Line or local crisis lines to speak with. And it may change from time to time, is that a veteran may be wanting to talk and then they may not want to. But we do have other options as well, like texting and going on the veteranscrisisline.net and chatting with a responder who is maybe not so close to the veteran themselves.
Yeah, and I do want to talk more about specific resources in a minute, but first, we do know, and I think there's a little argument here, the situation's only going to get worse in Afghanistan. And a lot of vets are worried about their Afghan allies, people they worked with, maybe some of the interpreters, and people who are left behind. They may feel helpless. What type of support can we offer knowing that?
So there's a number of resources within the community. We have our vet centers. We have our Make the Connection site where veterans can go on any of those sites and hear stories about other veterans' situations. They can download our PTSD app. And it's normal to feel concerned and worried. But we want people to know that we are here and we want to speak with them. We want them to reach out to us. We want to have resources that are available to them.
Let's talk about some of those resources, because some of these vets may go, you know what, I was over there and now I wonder, I put my life on the line. Was it all for naught? Where do they turn?
They have, first and foremost, we want to make sure that they have the Veterans Crisis Line. We have our PTSD app. We have the Elizabeth Dole Foundation. We have our VA Caregiver Support hotline, our TAPS assistance program. We've got the American Red Cross for Military Veteran Caregiver Support Network, Team Red, White, and Blue, Team Rubicon, the American Red Cross, Student Veterans of America. We have a number of different resources within the community that we are able to inform these veterans that they are not alone, and they're not alone in their confusion and their frustration. And we want them to be able to reach out and feel comfortable reaching out, because we do have a number of different resources, and it's not a one size fits all for every veteran. So we have a number of different resources. And by calling the Veterans Crisis Line, you'll be connected to a responder that will be able to link that veteran with those particular resources, depending on what their needs are.
And I think that perhaps is the most important message. You are not alone. Hey, thanks for some
great
advice. Alone. So if you or a family member or friend is a veteran, a service member in the Reserve or National Guard, there is help every day, all day. Call 1-800-273-8255, press 1, or text 838-255, or chat online at theveteranscrisisline.net. All this information is on news4jax.com inside a story that we're going to post on our website with additional resources for you to get individual help or help from others who really know what you're going through because they've been there. Katie, thanks.